Hello and welcome back. Today I'm doing a class for children or people with no art experience. This is just a very basic bookmark design that really anyone can do, and you don't need to know how to draw anything, how to color anything, or anything like that. So we're going to start by taping out a border on our bookmark. Make sure that your tape isn't sticky, so stick it to your clothes first and then pull it off a couple times. So that way there's some fibers on your tape so that when you pull it off of your paper, the paper doesn't rip. You're just going to repeat this for all four sides. Now for the colors you're going to need: black, a dark brown, and a couple variations of a light green. I went with some yellow greens. And these are the same marker, of course, just different shapes. And then I also did get a cream color, which is more of a yellow. So you're gonna begin by sketching out what you want to draw. So pretty much for this drawing, like I said, you're gonna need barely any sketching experience. All you're gonna do is draw a circle. And then you're gonna draw a little circle inside that circle. So sort of like a donut. We are actually drawing kiwi, but it is a basic donut shape. So begin again. And I like to do some on the end so you can see the border where you put the tape. Just draw a circle and then a little circle inside that. And that little part is going to be the inside of your kiwi. And we are drawing the kiwi like kiwi slices or kiwi circles. And then I also did decide to add some half kiwi. So then you're just going to draw your donut shape, just a little bit curved, and then like a bowl shape underneath it. So it is super simple, but you don't have to do that if it is too hard. So for your half kiwi, draw a bowl shape and then a circle on top of it, and then a little circle inside of that circle. So it is super simple, just a little bit more tricky than the normal kiwi shape. And you can repeat making these shapes as much as you want, or just fill up your entire thing, or just make a couple. It doesn't matter. This is completely customizable. Then once you finish sketching out your kiwis, you're going to want to go ahead and erase the lines. Really lighten them up, because if your lines are too dark, the marker is going to show through. So here you can see that I showed an example of how to draw the kiwi. So you're going to start with your cream color and draw inside that little circle. Just color it in with that yellow. Then you're going to take the lighter of the two greens and draw on the other circle without coloring inside the yellow part, just that big circle. Then you're gonna go back over with your darker green and make lines just over the lighter green, just going into the yellow part of your kiwi. This just gives it some more visual interest, just makes it look a little bit more professional. Then you're gonna take your brown and just outline your circle. Just like that, because this is a kiwi slice and not an entire kiwi, so you're only seeing a little bit of that brown. Then you're going to dot some black for the seeds, and that is it. Now you're going to repeat this for every kiwi on your bookmark. And I did repeat the same thing for the green. I took the lighter green and colored it in, and then did darker lines over top of it. It just makes it look more professional, in my opinion. So just repeat that for every kiwi. Now for the half kiwis, if you did any of those, you're just gonna color that entire bottom bowl shape brown, because it is the half kiwi and you're seeing the outside of the kiwi, which is brown. So you're just gonna take your green like you usually do the top part with the green, and then just do the brown. So I will see you after I finish up here. So after I added the kiwis, I decided mine needed a little bit more to it. So I decided to sketch out the word summer on it, and decided to color those in with brown, the same brown I used for the kiwis, and then outline those letters with black. And I think this did turn out really good, but it's completely up to you. You can sign someone's name on it or just leave it blank. It really doesn't matter. I love this bookmark because it's completely customizable. So you can add more kiwis, less kiwis, you can add words, not add words. So it's just perfect for a group project or anything like that. After your bookmark is finished, just take off the tape and it is ready to go. Since this bookmark was not painted and you used markers to make it, it is already dry and you can use it right after you finish, which is really what I like about this, because I need bookmarks, but I don't necessarily like buying them because you could just use a piece of paper. But I like the ones that look pretty, so that's why I like making my own. So that is the end of the tutorial. If you guys like this tutorial, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one for another fruit-inspired bookmark. See you next time.